Judge, did you notice on this one that they filed a declaration again?
Yes, I saw that. Mr. Ellis, if you can unmute and then,
I am unmuted now officially.
yes, I
Turn
can
up
hear
the
you.
volume.
I can hear you. Mr. Garcia, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Garcia, if you can raise your right hand.
Mr. Osama is here too, Your Honor.
Okay.
Should I have him raise his right hand also?
Please.
Okay,
You swear the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
I do.
Okay, let me just read something before we start. Before we begin, I want to make sure you're aware that there is a federal eviction moratorium issued by the CDC currently scheduled to expire on June 30th, 2021. This moratorium creates civil and criminal liability for landlords who evict tenants who are protected by the order. The moratorium does not prevent this court from moving forward with eviction cases if the landlord chooses to do so. And this court is not able to provide guidance as to whether or not the eviction case is covered by the moratorium. I'd ask Mr. Ellis and Phil Depot if you wish to proceed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Garcia?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I note that you did file your CDC declaration again. However, as I just read, that doesn't stop the court from proceeding. I read the I guess the disclosure, and they wish to proceed. So we're going to proceed with eviction. Okay, anything you'd like to say before we start?
Yes, I did file for a different program that does not require the landlord to agree to accept the program. However, this program might take a few weeks to take effect. So it looks like I qualify for it. So that's the only way I can cover the rent.
Okay, well, again, that's, as I stated before, the CDC declaration doesn't apply to the court, it applies to the parties, and the plaintiffs want to proceed, so we're going to proceed. So is this for non-payment of rent?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Monthly rent is how much?
$610.
$610 a month, due on the first of each month?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
What months are you alleging are past due?
August 2020 through this month, April 2021. And there was a bounce check in July of 2020, so it's actually one more month than that.
Okay, so it starts in July?
Yes.
I count 9 full months.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Mr. Garcia, do you dispute that?
The only thing would be the check, but it was 1 month difference either way. So that I'm pretty backed up on rent. That's correct.
That amounts to $5,490. Then we have April, and the writ of possession date is April 27th. That means that Mr. Garcia, pursuant to the order, you have to vacate on or before April 26th. So I'm going to calculate the rent through April 26th. The payment for April is $521.42. Oh, no. 5,490 plus 521. I get total rent of $6,011.42. The monthly rent is $610.
Yes.
Your court costs are $146. Mr. Ellis, are you asking for any attorney's fees?
No, we're not, Your Honor. We're not asking for any penalties, no legal fees, no anything.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Garcia, pursuant to the order, you have to vacate on or before April 26th. If you shouldn't vacate by then, they could get a writ of possession on April 27th. The constable posts on your door to voluntarily vacate. If you shouldn't do so, they could physically remove you the following day. Anybody have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
I do,
Okay.
Judge. Considering that I am applying for this program and it's currently being processed, is there anything I can do, any extension? That would be the only way that they would get their rent paid.
I can't give you any legal advice. You'd have to speak to attorney about what your options are as far as legally, but in regard to the rental assistance, I mean, if they've made the decision, they're not wanting to wait to see if that comes through. So they have every right to make that decision. So we proceeded with the eviction.
Okay, so is there any way I can appeal it before the 26th?
There's certainly, either party can appeal it.
Okay,
And I don't give legal advice on how to appeal, what you need to do. If
okay,
question about that, you need to consult with somebody, but yes, either side has the right to appeal.
okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, is
Yes.
there going to be a bond set with regards to any appeal?
Well, this is for non-payment of rent.
Correct?
The statute with regard to non-payment of rent requires 1 month's rent during the pendency of the appeal. And that's the bond amount. So,
And then he has to pay rent during the appeal as well.
correct. Correct.
Okay.
And what about the electricity? He doesn't have electricity.
He doesn't even have electricity there.
Your Honor, can I say something?
It doesn't
It's
matter.
up to your attorney.
He
Yeah.
can say it, fine.
He hasn't have electricity since February 24th. And I don't think he even is living there. Because we don't see his car and we have record. His electricity being cut off in February 24th. He doesn't have no electricity. And we have the meters
Yeah.
rented and everything. So how could he live there with no electricity? I mean, he's using, I don't know why he wants to stay there. I mean, I don't know why he's using it for.
That's not relevant, but that's.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Garcia, we do have your email, correct?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay, so we'll email, and Mr. Ellis, I assume we have yours.
Yes, we do.
We'll email you the order. Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Garcia, have a good day.